This is today's reading for the Vermilion Valley Vineyard audio devotional book, Walking with Jesus.
Hello, this is Val Cross and I have entitled my devotional, The Man with the Withered Hand. It is found in Luke chapter 6 verse 6 through 11, and it reads, On another Sabbath day, a man with a deformed right hand was in the synagogue while Jesus was teaching. The teachers of religious law and the Pharisees watched Jesus closely. If he healed the man's hand, they planned to accuse him of working on the Sabbath. But Jesus knew their thoughts. He said to the man with the deformed hand, Come and stand in front of everyone. So, the man came forward. Then Jesus said to his critics, I have a question for you. Does the law permit good deeds on the Sabbath, or is it a day for doing evil? Is this a day to save life or to destroy it? He looked around at them one by one and then said to the man, Hold out your hand. So, the man held out his hand, and it was restored. At this, the enemies of Jesus were wild with rage and began to discuss what to do with him. Zechariah 7:12 says, They made their hearts as hard as stone, so they could not hear the instructions or the messages that the Lord of Heaven's armies had sent them by his Spirit through the earlier prophets. That is why the Lord of Heaven's armies was so angry with them. You see, the right hand was the hand of power back in Jesus' day. The restoration of the withered hand portrays the deliverance brought to Jesus' people. Jesus will begin to move in your life when you sense the loss of your own personal power. We may be in a situation where you feel hopeless, powerless over situations in your life, addictions in your life, but that is where God will meet you. One of the reasons we don't feel the power of God is because we have not come to the fact that we have a withered right hand. We have no power in and of ourselves. As it says in 2 Corinthians chapter 12 verse 10, that's why I take pleasure in my weaknesses, and in the insults, hardships, persecutions, and troubles that I suffer for Christ. For when I am weak, then I am strong. If it was in one's power to do good to someone in such dire need, it would be wrong not to do so, whatever the day of the week. The Sabbath was not designed to make men suffer. The Pharisees seem to have lost sight of this. May God help us not to become blind to these truths.